Grab the VR glasses, I'll load the crime scene. Of course, glasses work better if you Perfect, it's loading. Here it is. This is Richard's Hugh. He disappeared 3 days ago. He was an eccentric artist who had enjoyed some success with his latest collection, the kind of attention that can make people envious. And here's the artist's latest painting. I won't comment on that. We have a new investigation technique at our disposal. Let's see what this painting can tell us. Try to take a picture of it. Put your hand together in this position and pinch your finger. Perfect. Keep your fingers pinched and your hands apart. Fantastic. You've collected your first piece of evidence. Now grab the clue. That's your detective board. This is where you can organize your evidence and link it to a suspect. As you progress, you'll unlock new suspects. Grab the Polaroid and drop it near the surface of the board. You see the drawing pin? If you grab it, you can link the evidence to a suspect. Congratulations! You are now ready to enter the crime scene and collect all the other clues. Take a look at the right side of the detective board and push on the big red button. Here you are at the crime scene. What a mess. You're going to have to find out what happened here. To start, you need to collect the clues around the scene. To get around, I'm going to open some teleportation points. Simply pinch in their direction to teleport. Don't forget that you can take photos by putting your hands together and pinching. The window was smashed by a punch. Agatha's voice message is particularly spicy. She seems to have something against Richard. A painting with a knife stuck in it. Someone stepped in the puddle of blood.
He must be such an eccentric guy to have a swing in his apartment. That's a pretty big statue, but I don't think it will help.
A fire has started in a rubbish bin. Some documents have survived the flames. Insurance and valuation of Richard Hughes' works at the request of A. Cohen. Awesome, you've gathered all the clue in the crime scene. We have a new suspect, Agatha Cohen, Richard's ex-girlfriend. Let's go back to our detective board. Press on the big red button to go back to the... Great! I have the info. It's added to the detective board. Ta-da! Actually, I didn't tell you everything. It's not just about linking clues to suspects. You have to find evidence from the clues. Look here. This is your pedestal. It's a central part of our investigation. It allows us to generate evidence and observe it. Take a Polaroid and bring it to the pedestal to reveal the clue. Take a Polaroid and bring it to the pedestal to reveal the clue. You can place a Polaroid on the pedestal. A footprint in a bloodstain. And here the clue appears as if by magic. You can manipulate it. Come on, take it. Perfect. Now you can change mode by pressing the icon on the pedestal or by pressing the magnifying glass. Don't hesitate to change modes to find all the evidence. A bare foot corresponding to a size 9 or 10 stepped in blood. A bare foot corresponding to a size 9 or 10 stepped in blood. The blood is A positive. This is literally the most common blood group. Is one of our suspects A positive? Magnificent. You've collected all the evidence on this clue. Now all that remains is to connect our evidence to our suspect. So, if you connect a clue to the evidence of the right suspect, you create a special link, a suspicion. Bravo! Your first suspicion is created. Take it and place it on the pedestal. Try to see Agatha begin to react to your suspicions. It's up to you to find the right combinations to unlock a new testimony.
No idea. I have nothing to say about that.
The shards of glass face inwards, so it was a blow from the outside. A robbery? Blood type A positive. You just found the fingerprint proof. You just found the fingerprint proof.
I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with what you are showing.
Insurance and valuation of Richard Hughes' works at the request of A. Cohen. Someone was betting on Richard's works?
You just found the fingerprint proof. Interesting. Agatha seems to be behind this contract. This is Richard Hughes' mobile phone. The last thing played was a voice message from Agatha Cohen. In a nutshell, Agatha's message is particularly spicy. She seems to have a grudge against Richard. You just found the fingerprint proof. The last thing played was a voice message sent by Agatha Cohen.
Listening to it now, I might have been a bit intense. But if I hadn't, our story would have continued. Anyway, I meant what I said that day.
You just found the fingerprint proof. You just found the blood evidence.
What does this have to do with me?
Not everything in this rubbish bin has caught fire. I have been able to analyze the evidence. Multiple fingerprints are present, all belonging to the same person. You just found the special proof.
What does this have to do with me? What does this have to do with me?
The blood-like colour of the paint is strange, as if it were organic. A particularly striking work. Was perforating the work part of the artistic process? There are fingerprints on the back and sides of the canvas. Someone transporting the work? Can I link these prints to a suspect? A particularly bloody choice of pigment. Oh, positive blood. You've not yet scanned any evidence on this object. The blood-like colour of the paint is strange, as if it were organic. A particularly striking work. Was perforating the work part of the artistic process? You just found the special proof.
I spent a year with him, so obviously you're going to find my fingerprints all over the place.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
Look, I don't want to talk about it. I think I felt trapped. I couldn't move on with Richard. We knew it would come out sooner or later. He needs an enormous amount of space to create, an enormous amount of space for his ego. Staying with Richard just felt like putting my career on hold.
We are in Agatha's testimony, and now we can explore the timeline. Look at your watch. Can you go back in time? At the beginning of the timeline, I think I saw something.
This, whatever this is, it isn't working.
Not working? Look, Agatha, we've been through tough patches before.
No, Richard, this is more than just a tough patch, okay? This is a fundamental problem. This, whatever this is, it isn't working.
Not working? Look, Agatha, we've been through tough patches before.
No, Richard, this is more than just a tough patch, okay? This is a fundamental problem.
Fundamental? What do you mean?
Your irresponsibility. Your complete lack of awareness for anything that's going on around you. You're so absorbed in your own world, you forget there's one outside of it. And what is the point of collecting all these exotic trinkets?
This is a ceremonial knife from Central Africa, an object of great museum value. A letter from the Centre d'Art Contemporain Pompidou in Paris. The contract was mishandled. Huh. Richard must not have appreciated the terms and conditions. Richard seems to have serious debts, but how did he get into this situation?
This isn't fair. I'm dedicated to my work. It is what makes me me.
Yes, your precious art. But what about us? What about the moments we're supposed to share? Do you even remember the last time you asked me about my day?
Look, Agatha, I'm under so much pressure. Okay, I've got the collection. I've got
Yes, it's always your
expectations.
collection. Your career, your struggles. When do I get to matter?
Look, Agatha, I can see what you're doing.
Don't try to reverse the situation, okay? Don't try your narcissistic trickery on me. If I mattered. So you make an effort. But you don't. You never have.
Yeah, but that's not true. See, you know, sometimes you're distant, and you're critical, and like I don't know what to do. Like
Okay,
nothing
so
I do is
now
good
it's
enough.
my fault. Okay, Richard. You hide behind your art and your pretentious persona. This is it.
Yeah, fine. This is it.
What about the moments we're supposed to share? Do you even remember the last time you asked me about my day?
Look, Agatha, I'm under so much pressure. Okay, I've got the collection. I've got
Yes, it's always your
expectations.
collection.
Interesting. Let's see who's texting Agatha. A note signed by Carl von Rove. It says, friendly reminder.
Agatha's mobile received a text message from a museum.
Perfect. I'll open up the other teleportation points for you. There are several clues hidden in the timeline. Let's find them all.
A missed call from Carl von Rove on Richard's phone. A very original way of marking an important date.
Congratulations. You found a new suspect. Carl von Rove, the famous millionaire who's been making headlines in the tabloids.